record all the smells. And they'll air the smells. Smells. It's the future of radio. September 1st. It was really last minute. We had heard that, you know, the Letterman people at least knew who we were, I guess, but we didn't actually expect to get a slot on Letterman. But we got a call at 10:30 at night saying, "Hey, can you guys do Letterman tomorrow?" And we were like, "Yeah, sure, yeah." But at the time, me and Jesse were in New York. Ben was in Philly. Our equipment was all in storage. So me and Jesse drove down to Philly at 11:30 at night. Got to Philly, loaded up the van, got back to New York at 4:30 a.m. Slept for a few hours, and then drove in to load into this Ed Sullivan Theater at 8:30 a.m. or something. And then so between the call and then watching ourselves on TV, it was like a 24-hour, cycle. It was pretty weird.
It's funny because we recorded that first record while we were still in college, and so I think we've matured as a band. We tour so much. We do over 150, 160 shows a year, and I think that aspect of our musical lives certainly influences how we write, the songs we're picking, that sort of thing. But it's really hard to define how we've grown because you have two records, but so much happens in between. It's not like there are two distinct phases. That's just representative of a part of our musical lives. But I like to think we've gotten better.
How about Jesse? You want to take that?
You also don't have to.
You could be the neutral.
I have to deal with two frontmen in one band. When you want to take it, you might have a little more experience on the matter.
Yeah. We both have very different writing styles. I think it's a lot of the virtue of the piano and the guitar as instruments. But we write individually and then bring it to the band, and then as a trio dissect and reconstruct the songs and make them jukebox songs to take them from something that's just one of ours and something that's really all of ours. And every song is different, and some songs are quick and easy, and some songs are a lot of work. But that's generally how we work. We bring in songs and then make them jukebox to go songs. Yes is apparently the answer.
Yes. I thought about it. I thought about it. Yeah. Well, I also want to have a line of toasters as well, with our logo on it, Jukebox the Toast. We have a lot of our logo provides an endless supply of marketing opportunities, and we are eager to exploit all of them.
We also want to have a televised fighting championship called Jews Boxing Goats. Right?
Yeah. When I first told my mom, she said, "Jews boxing goats?" Which...
When you first told her the band name?
No, when I told her about the TV show. Yeah, no, when I first told her about the band name. Yeah. Right. We played a show, and there's a girl who didn't know us and was on the phone walking out, and was just like, "There's this band, Jukebox to Go." And I hadn't heard that one before, but I really liked it. It's not tour. The main difference is for us anyway, once you get huge, I'm sure it's just another day on the job, but people set up our equipment. There's buffets 24 hours a day. We each get our own room. There's pools. The weather's nice, and we barely have to do anything but play every couple of days. And then they take you to Mexico. So tour usually is not like that. And it is amazing. And now we're in the cruise world, and within a week of getting off the last cruise, they said, "Hey, do you want to do another cruise? It's in September." And we're like, "Sure." So we're a cruise band now. Jesse. Jesse, you have to answer that.
You know the answer to this one.
With a jukebox.
Tommy, how about you answer this one?
No, you already answered it.
You jukebox the ghost with the jukebox.
I don't know. Well, it's unclear. It's always been unclear to me whether our name is the name of a ghost or using jukebox as a verb on the ghost. Unclear. I'm up to it's open to interpretation, and I respect both equally. Yeah. But then when you see the T-shirt, like our T-shirts and stuff, like we have this logo of a ghost, and it just seems like that's the name of the ghost. Vinyl all the way. Jesse actually kind of converted me to being a vinyl geek, and so we're both pretty hardcore vinyl geeks. And
I have an answer for mine.
oh, okay.
I prefer MySpace MP3 if I have the choice. The quality coded poorly. The quality is bad. It loads slow, and you have to watch ads every 2 minutes, and that's what I like my musical experience to be. It's been huge. Not in the sense like we haven't been a bloggy band per se, but I think because we didn't get a lot of write-ups in major newspapers or that stuff until this last record, but even this one wasn't huge. It was a lot of internet word of mouth and people finding it, and I think MySpace is going downhill quickly, but that was very important for us. I know, it's hard to hear it say. Well, MySpace will be fine, but you know. When we started, it was really important, and now it's very much Facebook and Twitter, and we have a couple, what are they called, Tumblrs, blogs.
I'm trying to think how to phrase it. Okay, so the other day, we were unloading the van, and there was a pile of snow and this really wet old cigar, and it looked like poop. And so we thought of doing a cigar or poop Tumblr where we just put pictures up, and the users have to decide whether they think it's... I mean, although the little band that goes around the head of a cigar is kind of the dead giveaway. But you could also put that on poop, right? We decided.
And then when you're doing the analysis, you say, it's hard to tell, but if you notice the band around the middle, this is distinct proof that this is a cigar. And then it'll be very scientific.
But then we'll throw them off by actually putting one on a piece of paper.
Right. Right. Gross.
We thought about buying the domain name cigarorpoop.com, like actually that.com, which would be...
But they were all taken. .net, .com, .org. Yeah. .edu is taken. Terrible school, but yeah.
They're the only ones who play us.
Yeah. Everything else is owned by like Clear Channel pretty much, other than, you know, occasionally in a big city you'll have an independent rock station, but those are pretty rare.
Yeah.
But we've had so many good shows that are the result of college stations.
That's sort of like those AAA radio stations have been really good, and college stations have been well because those are the ones that will actually play us. So yeah, very important. You're the most important people in our lives.
Go back to